One day, I woke up with a big goofy grin on my face and realized something. Something profound, something grand, something that flipped my entire understanding of the universe on its axis. I love talking about myself. Oh, wait, there's a point to this, I swear. In my early teen years, I was extremely shy and awkward. So much so that it made it really hard for me to make friends. In 6th grade, I just felt lucky to have even one, but I didn't give up. Through this struggle, I would seek out help from any source possible. My parents, my siblings, the internet, anyone that had a clue. I got lots of advice. Most of it was garbage, but there was one piece of advice which stuck out to me. If you feel like you have nothing to say, then just ask people questions and listen. People love to talk about themselves. It sounded way too simple to be true, but it worked. It really worked. People really love to talk about themselves. This may be true, but here's the kicker. If I instead say I love talking about myself, even I feel like a self-conscious creep. But you know what? I think that self-conscious feeling we all get is a good thing. In logic, double standards may be ridiculous, but hey, so are we as people, right? The double standard is what deters us from being selfish and to instead look past ourselves and connect with others. In this, I believe that just as much as people love to talk about themselves, we love to listen even more. It's one thing to talk to someone, it's an entirely another thing to tell a story. Even thousands of years ago, our ancestors would gather around the fire to sing songs and tell stories. And even now, that experience of sitting around a campfire and listening to stories, there's something cathartic about it which just feels right. This was one of our earliest ways of expressing ourselves, passing on history and connecting to our tribe. Stories are what help us look past our differences and relate to one another. You want to know the secret behind the fanaticism for sports around the world? Sports are just dramas for men. Learning about the history and story behind a team and its players is a key part in deciding who we root for. Then one day, when your favorite player or team, who you've been supporting for years and years, finally gets their moment of glory, the feeling is impossible to describe. It's like an overwhelming source of euphoria, as if you were a part of that moment on the field with those players. The story is what makes the sport, and without it, it would just be boring. Whether it be to entertain, to inform, to inspire, everybody has a story to tell, an opinion to share. It's what makes us unique. And that's where I come in, Daniels and Brown, connoisseur of the entertainment industry. Really? Literary scholar. Then why was it there? Oh, it's analyst. Yeah! It's a home run! They're going to the Super Bowl! But for real, let me take a moment to be serious. Why do I think I should be a candidate for the digital media production program? It's because creating content is a passion of mine. For some people, it's music, or painting, or dance. But for me, it's the art of capturing a moment, a meaningful story, and expressing it through a visual medium. It's what I've always dreamed of since I was a kid. That's why I'd love to be a part of the program at FSU. To be immersed in the Seminole environment, which is just a goldmine of stories waiting to be told. Whether it be from our student-athlete program, our students, our local Tallahassee residents, there's just so much potential here. And you know what? Through listening to those people talk about themselves, I'm gonna find those stories and I'm gonna show them to the world.